Really? Mm.
You should take your wife to dance.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, I've got a friend who's doing samba classes, Brazilian samba, and she's Colombian. So,
Yeah, so
so
she
we
would
should go
like
and do
that.
that. Yeah, that's right.
Hello, everybody. Are you out there? We're playing some salsa for you guys. Can you feel it? I feel like Charo. I think everybody's having dinner. So, let me go here. I am trying, Andy,
Yeah,
to get here. Okay,
you're live. I
there
can see
we
you.
go. Yes, are we here?
Yes, we
Absolutely are. Good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Please let us know if you are here with us and give us a like and let us know where you're tuning in. You know, we have friends from all over and we just want to know that you are here with us. Welcome from sunny California. Today's been absolutely beautiful here. And to our influencer show. My name is Barbie Latavisi and I am your family mediator and relationship strategist. And I'm here alongside my dear friend, Andy Shepard, who is also a relationship coach. And we come to you weekly in an effort just to deliver some stimulating topics to give you something to think about. And in whatever relationship you may be in, if you're here, give us a like. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know, we're just here to serve you with our unique perspective. And I think today's topic is rather interesting. Are men intimidated by smart, intelligent, however you want to define it, accomplished, and independent women? You know, it's definitely a loaded topic. And I really, truly believe that the majority of men admire women who are intelligent, who are accomplished, and who are independent. If you're tuning in with us, please give us a like so we know that you're here. And anytime during our discussion, please feel to leave comments or a question, and maybe we can address it. And so kind of tying into what we were talking about, I believe truly that women are amazing, absolutely amazing souls when considering, you guys are going to say, she's now siding with the women. And it's not necessarily that. It's just when considering that they have to work, truly work twice as hard to meet the demands of today, particularly single ladies. You know, this topic so resonates well with me because I have had to put, so to speak, that superhero with my sword, you know, all my gear. I had to learn to be resourceful in the worst, absolute worst of times and manage life without any family whatsoever, any family support near me. And it stung at the time. It stung really, really hard. But you know what? Today I am all suited up and I hold my head up with great pride because all those experiences brought me to where I am today. And I think that is the beauty. We take our mess and turn it into a message. So Andy, I know you love this topic and I want to hear your insight.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things to talk about. Just before I say that, I just want to acknowledge how it's been for you as a single mother. You know, I know that you're separated and you're bringing up I think, a 14-year-old daughter, and I've seen it from the other side because my parents got divorced when I in the 60s, and it was a big rarity in those days. And my mum was that she didn't have the support that people have now, as in people talking to each other and giving some advice, because usually there was the husband there to help. So it's like it was something quite rare, I believe. And she stoically did really well. And I think it takes a certain type of person to be able to cope in a situation like that, where you've got no support at all. So I can really relate to that. I mean, she did. She must have had some friends, and she built a restaurant, so she had people to talk to there, I guess. But maybe she didn't. Maybe she just got on with it. And I don't think she was the type of person who did confide in others and said, "Oh, young Andrew is doing this, that, and the other, and what should I do about it?" So I think this is a subject which is massively not thought about. It's about how do women deal with that, especially if they're career women. And you were a journalist for CNN, so that must have been very, very time consuming and very high pressure. I've known some people in television, and I know the pressures that are involved from their discussions with me. So to do those two things that you're passionate about, to do your career, to deal with that, and then to have this young, beautiful being that you are doing your utmost to bring, into the world in the best way you can. What a challenge. Wow, well done.
You know what, Andy? I always talk about this, and this is the beauty that I find in you. We are so conditioned from early on. We see our surroundings and we become either hardened, or we become sympathetic, or become empaths to what our lives kind of unfold before us. And what I love about you, and this is what I'm so attracted to you about, it's that you know really well what, having lived with a single mother who obviously was widowed, just knowing the pain that you go through. And it's really difficult because mothers, for the most part, their first love is their children. I mean, really, truly, they love their spouses, but something about the children, they automatically go into this motherly mode where they have to protect their kids, and they have to juggle work, how to get the kids to school, how to feed them, how to do the homework. I mean, and that's just that. It doesn't really, she puts herself secondary, so it's really, really difficult. But I don't want to get distracted here. I mean, I believe truly that it's beautiful to recognize where our roots, why are we the way we are? And if we see something that is reoccurring and it's not working in our favor, whatever that is, we need to do some self-evaluation to determine where we need to pivot, where we need to make those changes, so we ourselves empower ourselves so we can push through all those obstacles, because life is constant. There's always something coming right around the corner. So you better be geared up like I am, but I love that you are so sensitive to this. And I think this is what makes you such a phenomenal coach.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe this could be a topic of one of our calls in the future, because this is really, really big. I think this deserves to be discussed in much deeper level. My father was still around. He was alive, so my mum wasn't widowed, but he was distant for a time, and I'm just grateful because at the time, thank you for all your glowing compliments. I really appreciate them. But when I was in the 60s and brought up like that, it was not favorable, because I understood women better than most guys, and I just didn't join in the stuff that guys did, and I thought very differently and acted differently, and I was definitely a fish out of water, and guys must have found me very effeminate in a way. But then metrosexual around, and the guy who was feeling was something that was complimented, and then I could, you know, share myself. But anyway, let's get back onto the topic, because we could completely go
Or
over a different direction with this. So it's an interesting topic. Are men intimidated by smart, accomplished, independent women? I think it's just a case of like, how does a guy deal with the energy of a woman who is accomplished, who is independent? It kind of can throw some guys off balance. I think we're getting definitely much more used to it, and you know, women are really starting to enjoy doing the jobs which were traditionally male orientated, and that's great. It really is. But you know, there's such a tradition as to how men and women react and relate to each other. Men have got growing pains basically, and I think women as well, because they're learning how to be independent and be tough. But it's like, I think I just like to say that I like women to, and I can see that Babette is agreeing here. She's looking in, and so you know, that's yeah, you see, she's definitely totally agreeing with this. But, you know, women, if they can remember to be slightly feminine in this situation as well, show their female side, then that is good. And I've seen the women who are in these top jobs who can switch on. Feminine is a superpower. It is, to be able to bring this nurturing into the, you know, whatever situation, is so powerful. Guys tend to be too testosterone driven, and we want to bang heads against the wall. And women can just have this way of disarming, which is absolutely outstanding. So it's great that women are bringing this into, say, the workplace, and can really start balancing this energy which is too testosterone driven from the male workplace. And I must admit that, you know, having been in corporate myself for a big computer company, digital equipment company, I can appreciate the female energy coming into it.
You know, just as women, they have this deep-rooted feeling to be accomplished, to get an education. You know, they've come a long way. And I am one that I believe that women, although it's been a long time coming, they are more than equipped. In fact, they are, I don't want to say that, but they are truly, their senses, their ability to multitask is unlike anything out there. Likewise, you know, we know that good men will not stay with a woman that competes with them, nor will they stay with the woman that is self-centered. And we know that there's a lot of them. You know, that she feels that she's self-entitled to anything she wants because she merely exists. You know, we've got these types of personalities. So, you know, when all is said and done, you know, it all begins with you. If it's something that you have a dream, a desire to do, go out there and do. And make certain, above all things, that you're with a person that will support you. Because if you're not with someone that has the same ideals as you, then there's going to be obviously a lot of conflict. I can vouch for that one. You know, I have great respect for both sides of the fence, but I believe that we have this deep-rooted longing that we want to be more, we want to serve more, we want to give more. It's in us for a reason, and it's something that we really should not avoid. It's something very deep rooted. I refer to it as my intuition, and I follow it. And if someone, anytime, at any point, tries to stop me from achieving those goals, I just kind of get like, whoa, you don't really desire for us, for the overall better of our family. Those types of things really make me think. wonder, is this the right match for me? Is it complementary? So I go into these forums that I'm a part of, and I see these women whose spirits are really broken. And they have, although they have, and I'm one of them, although I have had my fear, I am very ambitious, I desire things. I really deep down long to be a mother. And I put my career secondary because I came together with a man who I had thought had the same beliefs. Did it pan out that way? No, unfortunately. And so now I am forced, so to speak, to carry the weight of being self-sustaining, supporting a family, multitasking, and taking care of a child. So I know it all too well, and I love the fact that you're just really there. You relate because you're one of the most closest, most treasured beings in your life was there for you, and you can appreciate that. That's something I try to teach my daughter. She still hasn't gotten it all together yet, but it's just like, if anybody is here, give us a like and let us know that you're here. And if should you happen to hear anything that sparks something in you that perhaps someone should hear, please tag them. We would love to get them to listen into this conversation or even reach out to us. We're both coaches as it relates to relationships, and we're here really just to serve. This is the only reason why we come on live, to serve you or them if they don't know who we are. But yeah, so Andy, what else would you say is something that motivates men? I mean, from your perspective, what is a trait that you admire in women in general? Aside from the intelligence, like the sensitive to the feminine side, because you can't really be too strong, it's just kind of like never.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'd like women who are very feminine. That's my personal preference, and I think we talked about this the other day, another call, that I think this is lacking, severely lacking now in today's society. And I think with everything, women are trying to find a balance. So a lot of women seem to be trying to compete with men on their own terms. And they think, okay, well, I need to be more male-like because that's what's expected of this job. That's my hallucination. I don't know if it's true.
No, it's not hallucination. It's very true.
And it's and folks, if you're listening, and Barbie said something absolutely key. There is something very special that women can bring into the workplace or what profession, whatever it is, which previously was male dominated. And that is your femininity, your creativity, your intuition, the unique abilities that you as a woman have. Do not compete with a man. You're different. And please honor your strength and find your core strength inside of you and be that. It's all about this being. What are you being? Are you being a man? No, it doesn't work. Are you being masculine? It doesn't work. So go in, find your femininity, find your creativity, find the core of who you are and be that. Oh my goodness.
Andy,
look out. Look out.
Let's talk about, because I know this will resonate with many of the ladies that oftentimes say, the heck with it. I don't want to deal with men. What about, like, I believe to my very core that I'm very feminine. However, there are many feminine women that get taken advantage of their kindness, their vulnerability. So what would you recommend? What would you suggest as far as a woman, how to combat someone that doesn't appreciate? And I know that kind of coincides with what you just now said, But there, I have found that there's many women that second guess themselves. It's like there's something wrong with me. No, there is nothing wrong with you. You're a beautiful being. You're created a certain way. And unfortunate people, because you're so vulnerable at times, they will try to infiltrate and take advantage of you. Ladies, I have been taken advantage to the cleaners and back. Do I resent those people? Let me tell you a secret. I don't. You know why? Because they have taught me so much. And now I am so much wiser to know better. So I am working to polish myself with the sole purpose to attract someone that I know unequivocally is out there, whoever you are. And if you're listening to me, you better step up. No, but in all seriousness, I don't know. What is your take regarding that?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, other people are going to take advantage of whatever there is available. And so if they can make femininity be a weakness, then they will go for that. It doesn't matter what it is. It's human nature for certain individuals to take advantage of others. I've been ripped off left, right, and center as well for my kindness, for taking, for trusting in other people. That is, you could say that's a feminine quality to be vulnerable in this case, to believe in somebody. But to me, that's, a good quality, and it's sexless. It's just about being a good, honest person. And so I'd say that, maybe people do take advantage of women who are very feminine. But it's like that person is going to take advantage of anybody. They'll find something. And so I don't think it's anything to do with femininity. It's more to do with the other person and what they're bringing into the equation, the relationship, or the situation. And so really I kind of look at it very sideways and differently, and I have a very different outlook on the world to others. And I'd look at it like this: rather than you be concerned about your femininity, look at who the other person is and decide whether they have a right or honor to be in your life, and take it from there. I'm very, very selective about the friends that I have, and my close circle gets smaller and smaller all the time, because I need some very clean vibrations of the people near to me. It's essential. There's people that I've let go of just because it wasn't serving where I'm going, and their energy was really not resonating well with me. And so I've let go of friends who I've known for a long, long time, and they probably think, why have I done that? Well, I have to take care of me first, to do the work that I'm doing. I have to do that. So I think we just get too complicated by concerning ourselves. Oh, my femininity is I shouldn't be feminine because everybody's going to take advantage of me. Well, doesn't matter. Whatever you are, they'll take advantage of you, is the message I'd like to give.
Yeah,
What do you think, Barbie? Do you agree?
it works both ways, not just to be one-sided with the ladies, but there's a lot of ladies also that take advantage of men. And that's why men get so angry, and then it becomes a competition. And this is where we are today. We talked a little bit previously about the Harvey Weinstein, and now women, all this empowerment. Men are feeling like they're belittled as a result, or they feel like this man has shamed them. I mean, there's so many different case scenarios. But I will have to mirror what your sentiments regarding people that do have a tendency to treat us not so kind. They are essentially very toxic, and I've known my share of those. And we need to really be able to filter through that. When something in our lives, if you're tuning in, appears confusing, just a little bit of an inkling of confusion, and you're second guessing yourself, it's likely not the right choice for you. I've learned that the hard way because as women, what do? We always want to fix things. And the more we fix it, the more resistance we get. A relationship should be very harmonious, very just easy flowing. And that's something that I run into constantly up against the wall. And let me tell you, karma is hell. And it really, really is. I have been dealing with someone for quite some time now that I essentially had to put on that suit when I didn't want to be this way at all. To the point where I had to go to legal to compel someone to do something to put me outside of my natural feminine state, if you will. And I had to sit there and just be ugly. Do I want that? No. But we have to be able to set boundaries for ourselves. That applies to both men and women. I'm super tough when it comes to this because I have little tolerance for anyone that gets mistreated. And I'm here to empower you in ways you don't even have a clue. But yeah, I think, the best thing that we can do for ourselves is to be kind to others, no matter. And then we judge for ourselves. There's that inkling of confusion that we say, yeah, I'm feeling a really weird vibe. I'll love you from afar. But that's it. I know I deserve better than this. And that's really what this boils down to. I don't really believe, at the end of the day, I strongly believe that men want a woman, particularly in today's time and age, when it requires two people to be self-sustaining or to support a family. I know here in California it's extremely expensive. And what are you to do? It's really tough. But men desire the same thing as women, and it's up to us to discern for ourselves whether it's the right match. And if it's not, don't waste your time. You know it better than anybody. Andy doesn't know it. I don't know it. You know what your best case scenario is. Always will be. And so I guess that's the message that I want to leave here, to empower each and every one of you to be true to yourself, because you are a gift, an absolute gift to humanity. Never should you diminish yourself as a human being. You're here for a reason. And if you have challenges, welcome to everybody's world. True, but those life experiences, it's what catapults you. It's what takes you to the next level. And if you have not had those experiences, there's no way that you're able to overcome those that are still forthcoming. So I encourage everyone to just be themselves and love unconditionally and just love, love, love. Be who you were designed to be. Anything further, Andy?
I totally agree. I mean, just rounding it up, the topic, if are men intimidated, then basically you could be triggering something in them. It's about you're knocking their confidence. So it's not about you, it's about them. If they're feeling confident, they're feeling great, they're not going to be intimidated by you. It's reflecting, you're mirroring their inequalities, sorry, not inequalities, their inferiorities inside of themselves. That's all it is, ladies. So, I mean, you can be kind and kind of just be gentle and maybe, not show all of your brilliantness and awesomeness and just do it gradually. And I know how off-putting it can be. I sat next to somebody and she said her name and told me that she was Harvard this and Harvard that, and she got the list of stuff. And I just went, well, what am I going to say? I've got a degree in electronic engineering. And I didn't say anything else to her. I said, oh, well, that's nice. And that was the end of the conversation. We're having a meal together, a group of people. It's like, why would she do that? It's pointless to just show off. We can all make other people feel inferior if we try hard enough. That's easy. What's the point? You know, it's like, hello, human being. Let's see who you are. Let's see what your heart is. Let's see how awesome you are. I don't need to know all this stuff to make me feel inferior. I just need to be your friend, get to know you.
That reminds me of Maya Angelou's quote. People will, I always forget this. People will never forget how you made them feel. People will forget what you said and did, but they will
Yeah.
never forget how you made them feel. And that's probably my favorite quote of all time, just because I love to embody that. I just want to help. I want to love on people because we all deserve to be loved. And I love you, man. But if you're still here, thank you so much for tuning in. We don't take your time lightly, and we hope that we were able to serve you to some capacity, to say something that maybe just triggers your week. And I always like to close with birthdays. Happy birthday. She's going to come watch. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, partner friends. Happy birthday to you. We got 6 of them that I noticed, at least 6 of mine. But we will be back next week here at 6 o'clock on Wednesday. Right, with that? Tell them about this. Tell them that. And if you need to get a hold of us, obviously you can reach us through Messenger. I believe Andy's connection is coachandy.com. Is that correct?
AndyTheCoach.com.
Repeat it again so they can hear it.
AndyTheCoach.com.
AndyTheCoach.com. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in. Have a restful evening, and we will catch you on the bright side next week. You guys take care. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care. All right, Babette, I'm going to feed ya. It's that time. See ya.
Bye.
Okay, baby, I'm going to feed ya. Am I still here, Andy?
We're still here. We're still here. You can't get back, folks.
She's desperate to me. I'm going to hang up now, I think. Babette, let's finish here with my friends. She's like, Mama. Okay, I'm going to feed you. I'm going to close. I love you, baby. Oh, she loves me. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, baby, hold on. I'm going to get this on. Okay.